Alright guys, Boys United 2 here, and welcome to another FIFA 18 player review. Today, we're going to be looking at THEO Walcott. He's 83 rated and comes out of packs as a right mid. He's English and plays his football at Everton since his January transfer from Arsenal, and he plays in the Premier League and it's his first in form, as well as his winter ones to watch card. He's right footed, 5'9", with 3-star skills and weak foot. Now, I'll just say that this card massively surpassed my expectations in pretty much every way, so I'm just letting you know up front that this guy is definitely a must buy, and he's cheap too. But anyway, let's get into the clips and see how he played. Even though I've just told you he played well and ruined it. As I'm sure you're all aware, Walcott has always been one of the fastest players in FIFA, and even though his pace has been nerfed somewhat from previous years, I think it was 96 in FIFA 16, he's still a really fast player. Honestly, this card feels like one of the fastest I've used all year. He's got 94 acceleration, 93 sprint speed, so not quite the FIFA 16 levels, but pretty close. So he has absolutely no problems destroying defenders for speed. No one can keep up with him basically. He's really fast. His dribbling was also really good, and his close control of the ball was amazing. A technique I found really effective with this card was slowing down the pace of the game with a close control dribbling and then just ripping past people with his pace. It was really difficult to defend against, especially if you use a heel to heel flick, because there's a massive speed boost when you do that from standing. It was also really agile and weaved in and out of challenges really well. Occasionally his ball control would let him down with the low driven passes, but not enough for it to be an issue, and the 3-star skills do limit what he can do on the ball with him. His movement and positioning were also very good, and he was easy to get involved in the game and ran the channels really well. And because of his pace, even if he did overhit a through ball, he'd still get onto it a lot of the time, and he'd take up really good positions for the cutbacks and do a decent job of throwing off any marking defenders to make space for himself. Now, obviously if his finishing is no good, none of that matters, but thankfully that's not the case. I'd say that 90% of the time his finishing was really good, but he does only have 82 composure, so it's not perfect, and he will let you down from time to time. He also only has a 3-star weak foot, so that's something else to keep in mind, but his shot power is really good. It does say it's 84 in game, but it did feel quite a bit higher than that, and he seems to actually take the shots really quickly, kind of like a slap shot in hockey, if you know what I mean. In fact, there were a glitch on Tiger Woods a couple of years ago where the golf club basically wouldn't get pulled back, and the character had just hit it from the original position, and it looked really funny. Go from holding the club down to full power with no backswing, and it looked ridiculous. But that's kind of what Walcott's shots are like sometimes, and I found that to be really useful because those sort of shots seemed way harder to save and block, and it's not really something I've noticed with a card before, but it did really stand out to me. His long shots were also okay, but not amazing, which I suppose is to be expected because his long shot start is only 76. I also found him to be really tenacious, and when the ball does get loose, he seems to end up with it quite a lot of the time, and I'm not sure what this is down to because his aggression isn't that high at 67, but this was something else that I did like about the card. And in terms of his passing, I found the 1-2 passes around the edge of the area to be really effective, and his overall passing felt fine. The only real issues that I could find with the card were his 3-star skills and his 3-star weak foot. Now, he does have some fairly low physical stats like 76 stamina, 64 strength and 67 aggression, but I didn't end up having many issues with any of those, to be honest. I mean, he would get tired towards the end of the game, but it wasn't massively noticeable, so just the 3-star combo was the only problem really I had with the card. Overall, I found THEO Walcott's first in form to be amazing and really fun to use. He's quick with great dribbling, excellent positioning, movement and shooting, and all he really lacks is the 4-star skills and weak foot, and for this reason I'm giving THEO Walcott's first in form a 9.2 out of 10. His 83 one to watch card only costs about 60k at the moment, and that is ridiculously good value, especially considering the card could get even better with additional informs. And if he doesn't, and the card stays 83 rated all year, it's still super cheap in my opinion, and I honestly can't recommend this guy enough. Just go and buy him, you won't regret it, I promise. But that about does it for the review, guys. So, thanks for watching. If you've used the card, let me know what you think of it. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you didn't, feel free to leave a dislike. But if you do, let me know why in the comments, if it is something that I can work on for future content. And if you're new, maybe subscribe. But yeah, I've been Boys United 2, and I'll see you next time. Bye.